Smyrna High School is the best high school in the county. We're not just making that up. SHS was voted the best public high school in Rutherford County for the past 2 years. However, this year at SHS, school is going to look and feel very different. As educators, we love our community and cannot wait to get back to teaching your kids. But our first priority is our students' safety. The following information outlines Smyrna High School's safety plan for this year, including rules and guidelines we must all follow. While distance learning is an option that parents can choose for their students, many parents will send their students back to school in a traditional setting. The last day for parents to sign up for distance learning is August 5th. The first day of classes for all students is August 10th. During the first week of school, each day will only be a half day so that students can become accustomed to the new rules and safety policies that are in place this year. If students do opt for distance learning, they can still participate in extracurricular activities such as sports and band. They will also have the same schedule and teachers that they would have in a traditional setting. This year, all students will be required to wear masks in the building and in all of their classes. It is recommended that masks are at least 2 layers of fabric and fit snugly around the nose and mouth. All Rutherford County residents can pick up a free mask at the Rutherford County Health Department. In addition to wearing masks, students will be required to maintain proper social distancing at all times. This means no high fives, no hugs, and no public displays of affection. Students are encouraged to keep at least 3 to 6 feet away from classmates. Some classes, such as band and choir, will require even more distance due to the nature of the course. Students are encouraged to wash their hands between classes or at restroom breaks. Before 8:15 a.m., car riders and drivers will only be allowed to enter the building through the front doors. Students who are eating breakfast should go to the cafeteria. Students who are not eating breakfast should go to the gym. Only the front doors of the school will be unlocked until 8:15 each morning. Students will not be allowed to congregate in the halls and must go to the cafeteria, gym, or straight to class after 8:15. Class changes will be done in waves. Time for class change will be 8 minutes this year, so that only half of the students will be in the hall at one time. Half of the class will leave and go to their next class. 4 minutes later, the other half of the class will leave and go to their class. Teachers will sanitize desks and chairs as each wave of students leave the room. During class changes, students will need to follow the traffic in the hallways. Some hallways are one-way only. Only the main hallway and CTE hallways will be two-way hallways. As students exit the classroom, they can look at the walls at arrows, which will remind them which way to walk to their next class. This will help students to get to class safely, quickly, and efficiently. Students will not have textbooks or lockers, so there will be no stopping in the halls. This year, there will be 4 lunch periods. Students who have brought their lunch will go upstairs in the gym. Students purchasing a lunch will go to the cafeteria. Students will only enter the cafeteria through the doors closest to the kitchen. They may exit the cafeteria through the back of the cafeteria near the library. Students should have their student ID ready, and items will be pre-packaged in a grab-and-go paper sack. All students will socially distance in the cafeteria, and movement will be kept to a minimum. At 3:30, the students will be dismissed in 2 groups. Car riders, in-season athletes, and student drivers will exit the school first. Students must leave the classroom and immediately head to the front of the school building. Students will not have lockers, and all textbooks will be digital, so students will not have a reason to loiter in the building. All students must exit the building immediately when they are dismissed. Each teacher will be given a designated restroom break time during the class period so that restrooms are not overcrowded. If you are sick, feeling faint, have had a fever, have chills, or experiencing any other COVID symptoms, tell a teacher and see the nurse immediately. Vending machines for food will be turned off, and only drink machines will be available during the day. Water fountains will be turned off except for the bottle refilling option. Students will need to be more responsible this year by bringing and keeping up with their own supplies and not sharing things with classmates. Sharing snacks and supplies such as colored pencils, scissors, and pens and paper will not be allowed this school year. These rules will be enforced and were carefully put into place by administrators and a special team of teachers to help mitigate the spread of the virus when schools reopen. There are many changes this year, and we will all make the best of them. All visitors to the building will be required to wear a mask and will be restricted to the front office. Teachers and students must wear masks at all times this year. Students will be required to keep a safe distance from each other and from teachers. We look forward to seeing our students in a few days. The goal of our school is to keep students safe while providing them with a world-class education. Go Bulldogs!